Guys, I just dodged the biggest bullet of my life. So recently I've been talking about how I just bought my new BMW M3 competition. I thought it was all good. And then I learned that I was getting ripped off. This car is not exactly what the dealership told me. I did some research on the VIN and I figured out that, this car was not well taken care of at all. It's something I wish I knew before I signed any papers regarding any credit reports or any, numbers. I signed the papers and it seemed like the contract binded me to the car, but I learned that since I work at a dealership, even if you sign the papers to buying a car, whether you're agreeing at a purchase price and then you sign all the papers to the DMV saying that, oh, I own the car, not until you drive off with the car, then you own the car. So since I didn't have the car in my possession, I wasn't forced to keep with the contract. I could cancel the contract and it would be voided immediately because I don't have possession of the vehicle. My coworkers were talking it over with me and we did some more research on the car, and it seems like this car was not what the dealership made it seem. I figured out a lot of history about it. Wow, I wish I knew this before. I wish I really took a good look at the Carfax before I signed those papers. I think I was blinded by emotions, and that's what really hurt my buying process. So I learned a lot from that situation in the past week. I've been stressing because I paid a big chunk of money for a car that possibly could have blown up on me, but I got away from that situation and I'm very glad my coworkers helped me throughout that. It felt super weird. I spent almost 5 hours at that dealership looking at the car, making sure it was the perfect, and it was. I mean, the exterior, there was like only cosmetic wear, but when I drove the car, it drove perfect. But I don't know 10,000 miles from now if it would still be perfect. But anyways, like, so weird. I didn't like it at all. I took my chance and I got out of the deal. I texted the salesman and I was like, you know what? This is gonna be a bad financial, and I'm not gonna go through with the deal. I'm sorry I wasted your time, and I hope you understand. The salesman just replied with a thumbs up and as if nothing happened. I wasted 5 hours, but I learned a lot from that. Now I know I should probably contact some people about a car that I'm looking to know if the car I'm looking is actually legit. Like whether that's just analyzing the Carfax, looking at the VIN, and making sure that this car is not like in a wreck or something. Basic stuff, as well as just like looking at the Kelly Blue Book values. I don't have that stuff at hand, so it's helpful to like know people that do. But now, since I have a credit inquiry, I'm kind of forced. I'm not really forced, but in a way, like, since I have the credit open and I have 30 days to go and utilize that, I wouldn't want to say forced, but like, I kind of am forced to go look and find some cars that are of the same value and are better condition. I've been stressing this whole week already just trying to figure out what I want to get. I don't know, guys. It's been pretty hard, at least trying to find the car you really want. The car you really want to spend a lot of money on. I've been trying to find. There's a lot of options, but most of those options are super bad. They're not reliable, and a lot of the people just make the car super crappy and they just beat the living shit out of it. But guys, I'm happy I learned from this situation. There was so many things I learned. I learned that in California, even if you sign the papers, you don't have to take responsibility of owning the vehicle. You could cancel the contract because you did not drive the car and it's not in your possession. And you also can't pay tax on a loan on something that you don't even own. So that's also one thing I learned. Now, and that goes into the part where, you know, I don't like to say I failed. I'd like to say I learned from a lesson. Because if you say from failures, it just puts bad energy, and I don't like to have any bad energy or any type of bad frequency around me. So if I say I failed, I really mean I learned and I was able to reflect on the situation I previously had. It's the way you look at it. If you look at it in a positive manner, it will end up teaching you something that's very important. And I take every learning opportunity to heart, and I make sure I really understand what I can do better next time. But guys, I hope everyone understands that, take your time when you're looking for cars. Don't rush into a deal because sometimes you can put yourself in a ditch, which is not too good. And if you have someone who are into cars or someone who is really in the market or works in a dealership, ask them for their opinion. Ask them for advice, what you should look for, what should you do when you're buying a new car or a used car. There's so many things that you really have to put into account. So, guys, I hope everyone, takes it easy. You know, take a day to think about it because the car is not going to go away that fast. Trust me. So, guys, I hope we all learned something from this video. Whether it's just me talking, I'm even teaching myself that what I did today was probably the smartest thing I've done in a while, other than just doing my normal things in life. So, guys, I hope we can make every day better from now on and learn from our mistakes and just improve at least 1% every day. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, y'all.